Hi, this is Stephen from Passion Art Studios. I'd like to do a tutorial today how to remove people or objects out of an image using CS5 Photoshop. I've got an image I've already opened up in Photoshop here, and this gentleman on the left here will be taken out as the bride just wants a photo of herself in this photo. To do that, we'll start off by making a selection of the bride by using the quick selection tool, which just makes a quick selection all around her veil. We just go down. This is a really good tool, it's really fast. It's accurate enough. It's not as accurate as other ways I'll show in different tutorials, but it is quite good. For this it'll be fine. We've selected everything around there that will matter. I won't have to select all of her. Now this selection, everything that we do, alterations will happen in that section, which we don't want. We want it to all happen on the outside. So what we do is go to the top, select inverse. Now the little crawling ants go around the outside as well, so now everything we do to the image happens on the outside of the area we selected. Then we go to the clone stamp tool, make sure it's 100% normal, meaning the effect mode. The brush size will go up and down. You can use on PC the closed bracket buttons on the top right of the keyboard to make it a bit bigger, and Alt, and you'll see a target. When you hit that target, that means wherever we've targeted, it will clone or copy that area into a new area wherever you want to go. So I click on it. Now when I move it down, it's got a preview. As you can see, it's got a preview, and we just start moving him out of the image. And if you go too far and you go into the bride, because we've selected it, it won't affect it. So we'll just pick on that line there, go across. We'll get a bit down here. You just sort of got to edge into it a bit at a time. We'll put a bit of curtain there, a bit more curtain there, remove most of his face. Then you get up to this part here, it starts getting a bit trickier, but if it starts looking a bit funny, we can touch it up later. Now we can just sort of make all this area here the same. There's a couple of tricks we'll do later on to tidy up this area. Make the curtain look as real as possible. Take this whole selection of curtain, put it over here. You'll see why later, why this will look really good when it's finished. We is we're actually going to cut this area of the curtain off to centralize the image. So we can get the bit from the bottom of here and make it join up to that bit of curtain there, and virtually use the whole lot until it looks as neat as you can get it. Probably a bit more of this curtain here. Just clone right to the top. You just got to play around with it a few times till you get it right. That will look good later on. Now the floor, you've got the feet and his shadow there. We want to get rid of the shadow. We won't worry about that bit there because we'll be cutting that out later. There's a bit of darkness up here, but we'll leave that there. It looks like her shadow. And that's basically it. Back to select, deselect. As I said before, we wanted to crop it. Most of the time, single portrait will be 8 by 12 inches, or a good aspect ratio will be 8 by 12. So we put in the top 8 inch by 12 inch in height, and drag it from the top right hand corner down. We want to fit most of the dress in, and go up till it fits most of her head in. Make a selection, and that will be the end of the tutorial. This is going to have a lot more work done on this image, as we've got to add more dress, centralize her a little bit more, but I'll end it there and go into that with another tutorial.